Alliance block. What can I say? Is it a good time to get into Alliance block now, or is it just time to run for the hills and get the hell out of this place? Let's get into it and see.
Are you running? Are you doing this for world peace?
Are you doing this for the homeless?
Are you running for women's rights?
Or for the environment?
Or for animals?
They just couldn't believe that somebody would do all that running for no particular reason.
Why are you doing this?
I just felt like running.
Alliance block has been hacked, or has it? So that's what we're going to look at today. Has it actually been hacked or has it not? Also, is this a prime time opportunity to make a really good investment, or are we just going to run for the hills like Forrest in the first part of my video? Let's have a look and let's get into it. So this is Alliance block. So currently ranked 1,152 and 68% down today. Pretty down, right? So where was we a couple days ago? So this today is the 3rd of January and 26th of Jan, which was probably like a week ago. We had the price of, what was our price? So the price was at 14p. Okay, so now we're a penny. So you would have 14 times your money if you had it back then, if you was to buy it now, and it goes back to that. And the market cap, it was at 65 million. And our current market cap is at 5 million, okay, and obviously price 1 penny. So there is potential there. Also, we want to look at what the potential is before. So for example, the market cap of this went to 376 million. Also the price, it went to at an all-time high, and this is 2021, $1.23. So if you was to buy now and you're at 1 penny, you know, this is a massive increase, okay? So you could make a lot of money. I will do the calculations, but you've got to wait till the end. I'll do that. All right. So just a quick overview of what Alliance block is. It seamlessly brings DeFi and TradeFi together. And I think one of the reasons that this coin is really a nice coin to look at was all the partnerships they had. So they have LSEG, there's an LSEG, they have Chainlink, Quant, Hollow Chain, and NatWest. This really stood out to me. In the UK, it's a massive bank. Orion Chain, AWS, which is obviously Amazon. We have got a lot of partners. So this is a beast, okay? Beast of a coin. And what it comes down to now is, can it recover? And that's what we're going to look at right at this moment. So what happened? The actual hack, this is what happened. This is the announcement. So just to summarize it, let's have a little look. It says that none of our smart contracts were actually breached. So where is this problem arrived from? So they have said that the problem has arose from something called Bonk. Not heard of that. So let's check it out. So this is Bonk, right? And Bonk DAO, and we make self-sovereignty finance a reality. So this seems to be part of the problem. And as you can see, this is like, you know, they've got a really nice UI and user experience on this, and you can see that this is part of the problem. So maybe that shows you that don't just go off how pretty things look. You know, there seems to be a problem at the back end here, and the technology isn't that great on this. So it doesn't actually seem to be Alliance block what really has the issue. It seems to be Bonk. Here's a Coindesk article explaining a little bit more. So Alliance block tokens plunged 51%, and we've probably seen a bit more now from what we looked at, and 5 million exploit on Bonk DAO, which I just showed you. And new ALB tokens will be minted and airdropped to the affected wallet addresses. So this is quite a good sign that obviously they're going to make it right. And from what I understand on this, there's going to be a snapshot done from before the hack, and they're going to basically give everybody their tokens back, and they're going to make sure that the exploit is fixed. So it's not all really bad. What we need to remember out of this is, can we recover from this? Has there been occasions like this in the past with any other coin and they recover? So that's what we're going to look at now. Let's do that. So Ethereum, big enough coin for you, right? So has this happened before? Yes, it has. It's happened with Ethereum. So the 55 million hack that almost brought Ethereum down. And what exactly that is, so someone's literally written a book about this. But what I've really noticed is, if I go down here, we really want to look at this. So while the attack never broke Ethereum's code, okay, so the same as Alliance block never actually got really hacked, it merely exploited a loophole in the DAO's smart contract. It cast doubt over vulnerability of a blockchain-based world computer. It was also the beginning of Ethereum, the two Ethereum. So you've got Ethereum Classic and you've got Ethereum. So I've been around since 2016. I actually remember this happening, and I'm not gonna lie, back then when I first got into crypto, I didn't have a clue why this happened. But yeah, it was to do with an exploit in the code, and they fixed that. And obviously Ethereum is now Ethereum, and you have Ethereum Classic, and that's the old coin. Here you go, another coin, Compound. So Compound had 150 million hack. Okay, so pretty big, and it's a DeFi protocol, lending protocol. If you haven't heard of the Compound, but it's a pretty big coin, and you know, Compound is still around today. So something to consider. I think it's how you recover from these situations to where you might want to stay in the game. So after looking at all those facts, is it time to get the hell out of here, or is it time to stick with it? So the way I'm really looking at this is a risk assessment. So if those partners that they have, which I showed you, stay with them, then there's a really good chance this coin could do massive. It could do really well. So that might be a time to either buy more at a cheaper price or just stay with whatever you've got. But if those partners come away from them, just get out. That's what I would say. And it's a really good lesson in this is don't invest more than you can afford to lose. So all these coins I've been showing you, you know, just put a little bit in. Don't put in like life savings or anything like that, like something you can actually afford to lose. So for example, if you earned like £20,000 a year, you know, what could you afford to lose in that? Let's say you could afford to lose £100. Maybe that's your amount you might want to put into something risky, because it's risky. Okay, but if you was earning like $1 million, then maybe you could afford to lose like 10 grand or something. Okay, so you've got to weigh it up. Don't think that, you know, you put all that life savings in there and this is going to be to the moon. That's not how it works. Okay, some of them fail, some of them don't. That's what you got to look at. That's why we're reviewing them. So just for fun, let's have a look at what the price could be if this coin went crazy, okay, and it recovered and did all that. Why not? Let's do it. Alliance Block is currently in 1p and has just under 6 million in market cap, and obviously gone down quite a bit from what it did, right? So what we want to look at is we want to benchmark this against something that had a lot of potential, and if you've seen my channel before, you probably know what that is, but we're going to do a little drum roll. What is it? Chainlink. Okay, so you might say, why are we comparing it to Chainlink? So I'll just quickly go back. So on CoinMarketCap, we are here, and if you go to the section DeFi, right, DeFi, Chainlink is in there, and so a pretty good comparison, I would say. Also had a lot of partners, so we could definitely use Alliance Block as the comparison for this. And yeah, DeFi. Okay, so how we're going to work this out is we are going to look at the market cap of once upon a time of Chainlink, and it says on here it's 20 billion, but I know for a fact that it was 22 billion on another site. So we're going to use 22 billion as our benchmark. So we need to get a market cap of 22 billion on Alliance Block and see what the gains can be. Let's do that right now. We're going to take this and round this to 6 million. Okay, so if we do 6 million, all right, so this is 60k, 600,000, 6 million. Okay, and we're going to times this by 3,700, and there you go, 22 billion. Okay, that shows you that we could 3,700 times from where we are now. So the opportunity right there is real. Okay, I'm not saying you should buy this, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that if this did go absolutely crazy, then, you know, we've got a lot of potential for upside. Also, we could just have our arse handed to us, and that little bit of money you might put in is going to go nowhere. So that's the risk you might be taking. If you like this type of video, I've got a whole bunch of other reviews on altcoins, which probably not as risky as this one. So yeah, check that out right there. And if I don't see you, I'll see you at the top. Bye.